Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stationeers. We've got a full schedule for this episode, so we're going to jump right into it and try to get it finished here. Um, you may have noticed from last episode, this does not look like the base we had before. Well, it isn't. If you remember last episode, we had that storm roll through and lasted for about 10 minutes. Then after the storm, there were ores everywhere. I don't know if it was a bug or what it was, but I felt like that was cheating since the ores were readily accessible. So I started over, built a similar setup that we had before. So now this episode we're going to have to make some steel, and we're going to try to make some solder. And here comes another storm, right on cue. Yeah, let's get in here. And I don't have any protection from the storm, so we're going to have to ride it out here. So I will be right back as soon as this storm is over with. Okay, storm still isn't over yet, but we're gonna have to venture out here, try to find our way to our battery pack here, and that has pushed our landing craft right up against this here, which is not good. But we have to venture out here because our suit battery is about to die on us. So let's get that switched up here. And of course our solar panel is useless out here during the storm. So let's go back in here and try to ride the rest of this out here. So you can see how damaging this storm is and how these storms can be. So hopefully there's not a bunch of iron and ores laying around. I don't want to play that way. But while we've got time, I just wanted to wish y'all a happy new year. Hopefully your year is full of bliss and happiness, and any new year's resolutions that you make, I hope you reach those. I've got a few for this channel. I like to reach about at least 600 subscribers this year, 1,500 followers on Twitter, and also like to grow my Discord to at least 50 members. All the links will be found in the description if you want to help with those. And I want to record a lot more and do a little more streaming for you all. So that's my goals. If you want to sound off on some of yours, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Let me know. I read every comment. I appreciate every comment you all leave. Just make sure it's safe to read, because if not, YouTube will block it. So hopefully the storm won't last much longer, and we'll sit here. I'll sit here and wait it out, and then as soon as it's over, I'll come get y'all. Okay, the storm has finally lit up. The only trouble is that it is daylight now. So everything I had planned for this episode to start off with is gonna have to wait now. So let's work on getting our batteries charged back up. And we can go ahead and possibly print out all the atmospherics that we need. So let's get over here to our generator, and let's put in, you know what, let's do this and split in half, and we'll put that one there, and we'll put that one in there, and let's get everything charged back up here. And I guess that was a bug for the last storm because it didn't do that this time. So hopefully it was a bug and we're past it now. That frame is almost gone, which I don't have any iron sheets yet. And I wish that wasn't there. But let's see if we've got enough to print out. We need at least 6 atmospheric kits. I think that's what we need. Let's see what we got here. And those menus are running together. So there's atmospherics. And then we are going to need, on top of that, we're going to need more pipes. And then we are going to need, if I can find it here, we're going to need tanks. No, not tanks. We're going to need, I'll find it here shortly. But for now, let's go ahead and get our atmospherics manufactured here. So that's going to take a few minutes. And we can go ahead and I might steal some steel sheets, well, steel frame, yeah, steel sheets from over here. That way we can lay our stuff out. We've got 12 pipes. That's not going to be enough at all. Let's go ahead and turn you off to save some of that. Our batteries are fully charged now. Touchdown, Kentucky. Sorry, I'm watching Kentucky and Iowa play too. Make sure that is the right one. That's exactly what we need. So we need 6 of them because there's 6 different gases. We've got CO2, we got nitrogen, oxygen, volatiles, X, and then we've got carbon dioxide, I think. Either way, we'll get to that. But one thing I need to work for, as soon as we get these atmospherics put up, we need to set up a filler tank for more propulsion. Because if we keep using our propellant, we are going to be out until we actually get some. And I want to hurry up and get that out of the way pretty soon. That storm did a number, I'm telling you. Because this was like right over here. It was like right here. It moved it all the way over here. So let's close this stuff before any of this stuff gets damaged. I'm not sure if it can while it's still in the crate, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, so there's 3. You see these iron frames, they're not very durable, so. Okay, so there's 4. I need 2 more. And then we need to print out the filters as well. But not too keen on the filters just yet. We've got a lot more to do besides that, so. Okay, so we got 1 more, so let's go ahead and set that to stop. That way I don't print too many. And we're gonna have to wait until it's nighttime again, which it's not gonna be too far, so we can make some more steel and we can make some solder as well. We'll make the steel first because the temperature would be too low if we did the solder first. So we're gonna have to do the steel first. Then we can lower the temperature and the pressure for the solder after that. Okay, so let's see if we can set all these here. And 1 nice little stack, or maybe 2 little stacks. Okay, so let's pick you up, and there we go. And let's steal some of those frames there. Let's see, I need my tool belt. Oh, hit that every single time. Okay. Put these frames, this wrench here. Well, still you. Now these are going to be installed, but they are not going to be functional. So just so you know, they're not going to be actually functional this episode. That's probably going to take a few episodes. So you know. And give me just a second. I'm being hollered at by one of my kids. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's switch to our welding tool, and we are going to need to see. There's 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go ahead and weld these up to. Okay, and let's weld up a few more of these. Okay, now what we need to do with these is we need to make sure it says filtration on it. Okay, and we need to rotate it where the pipes are coming in and it's going out the other direction. And we're going to do 1 for each one of these. So filtration. Okay, and let's try to make it even here. Just like that. Okay. Now, filtration. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and get another one of you. Filtration. Okay, that might be a little far apart, but I want this room to be pretty big. I don't want it to be so cramped up we can't do anything in here. So, this room's gonna be of good size. Because we also... Okay, now there we go. That's perfect. Sun's going down, so that's really great. Still gotta wait a few more minutes before it gets really dark so we can do our steel. I don't want our stuff melting in our hands. Okay, and I think in the pipe bender is where we get the filters, which we're going to print an extra CO2 for our suit. So let's do 2 of those. This one's going to be nitrogen, so y'all can go ahead and print that one. Then do pollutant. Pollutant is what we're going to need for our tanks. Okay, so here we go. Then we got volatiles. And then we need more medium filter. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's all of them. Okay, and let's open our suit here and let's switch these filters around. Now these filters I am going to keep. So that way we can build a recycler and actually get materials back from them. Okay, so next we need a bunch of pipes. So let's get pipes. Yeah, we need iron. I think we've got plenty of iron in our autoclave. We've got 16. Okay, go ahead and pump some more iron out here and let's build the pipes that we can get right now. I hope those storms don't come around very often. I mean, that's gonna be a pain. I know it's a new part of the gameplay and all that stuff, but I mean, give me a break now. Come on. Okay, do we have our labeler? We do. Okay, so let's go over here and hit the frame again with our heads. So this one is going to be our, say our CO2. Um, so, okay, so let's gonna do CO2 filter. Okay, and then next we're gonna have our nitrogen filter. Nitrogen filter. Okay, and then we're gonna have our oxygen. Oxygen filter. Then we're gonna have our volatiles. I'm not sure that's how you spell it, but that's how the way we're gonna spell it. Okay, and then down here be our uh pollutant. If that's not right, I'll fix it, I promise. Pollutant filter, and what was the other one? Is it carbon dioxide? Yeah, but anyway, we'll get that going in just a second. We need to actually get our still and stuff going. Okay, so let's go here, make sure this valve is closed, and it is. And let's start off with just our two volatiles. See if this will actually work this time. Because you know last time it didn't work out well. So we got that in there. We might have to add more. So I'm prepared to do that. And our one oxide there. And of course that isn't going to be enough to get our mixture, I don't think. So we're probably going to have to add a lot more here. So I'm going to save this really quick. Just to make sure here. Okay, so return to game. Okay, so now let's put our iron in. This should work. So it says we'll produce iron ingots. So if it's hot enough to melt the ingots, then it should be hot enough to do the ore, which I think it just crapped out on us here. So let's see. Okay, so yeah. So actually let's switch this back and let's go with 6. Okay. And then let's go with 2 oxides. And that's actually not working. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. That worked. So there's our iron, folks, that we need. And now we can actually print out a lot more stuff that we needed, and I'm stuck. Okay, now for our ink bar, the temperature has to be between 350 and 550. So we are going to have to cut some of that down. But while we're here, because that's going to make our solder right there. Okay. Cobalt, well, we're going to save it because we're probably going to need that. So let's open this up just enough and keep an eye on this, and let's get it down to about 550, I think, or under 1,000. So let's go ahead and close this, and let's get our, where's our e-reader? Yeah, there we go. Now if that's the tracker, I need not for scanner. I need the e-reader. Okay, so if we come over here and we go to ingot solder, uh, it's going to be 570, between 373 and 573, and pressure about 1. Okay, so pressure needs to come down quite a bit. Needs to come down to 1.0, so we need to be careful with that. So let's go ahead and cut that off. Now if we took our lead and took our iron and went ahead and put it in there, okay, let's go ahead and put our iron in there too, and still it's a little higher now, so let's get this down some more. It should do that. Okay, so pressure is going down. And we may have just totally muffed this up, but we will see. As it melts relatively at a low temperature. So, like it says here, flash point is 373. So it's almost there. So let's see if we can get it there. Okay, so let's do a little more. There we go. Come on now. Come on. So we need... Okay, I'm not really getting why this isn't working. Okay, come on. Are we going to add a little more stuff in here, or what are we doing? Why is that not working? Okay, so that's completely burnt out almost. Okay, temperature. No, give me just 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Okay, well, that didn't work, so we're gonna have to revisit that another time. But anyway, let's go in here and see what the other types of filters were, because I've already forgotten. So we got carbon dioxide, nitrogen, nitrous oxide, oxygen, pollutant, volatiles. So N2O is nitrous. Okay, N is nitrogen. I think we've totally screwed those up. So let's see here. Let's get our, it's CO2. Yeah, so carbon, okay, nitrogen, which is this one. Oxygen. Okay. What do we got here? Volatiles, that would be this one. pollutant, and this would be nitrous oxide. Okay. So nitrous oxide. And that's probably wrong. Once again, I'll go back and fix it if it is, but not at the moment. Okay, so let's go back over here. And let's jump over here. Okay. Now, yep, that's still no bueno. So, um, I can't wait to get some nuclear batteries up in this joint. Okay, so let's pick up the pipes we have, let's drop the e-readers off, and let's go ahead and do some, I think we needed this lid if I can get through here. Nope, I can't, I'm stuck. Okay. Come on. Yeah, I needed some stuff here, and pipes. Okay. Let's do a whole bunch of pipes. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, but we're going to need quite a bit, so probably a couple stacks. Okay, we've got us a couple of stacks of pipe here. So now we're going to go up here and set some of this up. And the way we're going to do this, I'm just going to set this one just like that. And then with this pipe here, we're going to come out here. Now, the way this is going to go, I'm either going to have a vent out here or we're going to put a furnace here. So the gases will come in this way, go in, be filtered out by whatever's filtered here, come out here, the other material that's not being filtered, and it's going to come back out and keep going down the line. So let's go ahead and go down the line here, set it all up at the same time. Okay. So let's get these pipes set up. Now there's probably more efficient ways to do this, but this is the way I've always done it, so this is the way I'm going to do it. If y'all have better ideas, go ahead and let me know. I will entertain all suggestions. And let's go ahead and do that. A couple of T-junctions in here. Okay, that's good there, and we're out of pipes. But anyway, you see the gist of it. So, and let's see, since our sun is going down, let's see if we can get that done. So insulated tank, I think that's the one I need for these, and need steel and silicon. Okay. I've got steel. I don't have silicon, so that is gonna have to wait. Okay. Is that sundown enough? Let's see. Yeah, it's not melting in our hands, so that's good. And let's go ahead and first off, your clothes, that's good. Exactly what we want. Okay, now it did say that 1 oxide and 2 volatiles is plenty for solder. So let's see how true that is. Okay. Let's see. Because once it gets to about 1 MPa pressure is when it usually starts smelting. So let's see. Okay, so we want to get that solder. And right now, solder, I just want to get the solder for one main thing right now. And I will show you what that is Might not be very impressive to you, but it's very important to me, especially if you plan on going out at night and mining. Like, that's most of the time that I do it. It'll help you out tremendously. So, um, come on, let's get this solder going. Come on. We'll come back and check on it in just a second. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and we do have our steel in here. Build steel frames. Yep, build steel frames. That's what we need. Okay, so you're going to be about, pressure is going to be about right here in just a minute. Temperature, I'm not too sure about. This temperature, you've got to get down just a little bit. Now, what is this below us? That is what I'm wanting. Are you, you're ice. Ooh, okay. So, let's do, we can also put one thing of ice in here to help cool this down just a little bit. So let's put you in. So that should help us get there. Hopefully that will work. I'm sorry it feels like I'm wasting your all's time, but I'm just trying to figure this out because I have not made solder in ages. And come on. Maybe let's do 2 more. Will that work? Because you've got to, there we go. And there's our solder. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we found out how to do it now. And we've got to put this back over here because these frames are getting out of control over here. Okay, now let's go here to our electronics printer. Let's put our solder in, and let's do beacon. So we're going to go copper and steel. So let's stop what we're doing here. And there's our iron. There's our steel. And the rest of our stuff is in here. Okay, so there's gold. There's copper. Okay, now do we have enough? Yes, we do. Go ahead and print that out for me, please. Okay, now this right here is really handy. Really, really handy. Just the question is, where am I going to put it? I'll put it right here for the time being. Yeah. Now, do I have any cables? I don't think I do. Let's do just some cable coils. Let's get a couple of those. And let's put our mining belt up. And let's get our... Yeah, we're going to need a lot of this, but for now, we'll do that here in just a second. Now. Let's get our thing set up here. Now if we turn this on, we have unlimited battery power on that beacon. So whenever you go out mining, as long as you have your tablet and you have a full charge on your tablet, it's automatically going to show you exactly where you are, and that is unlimited. That runs on that. So now you don't have to worry about getting lost. The only thing you got to do is just make sure you have your tablet on you. So, and that's what I wanted the solder for, believe it or not. So now silicon, I'm going to mine that off camera because that takes a little while to find. Go ahead and turn you off. Don't need to waste too much. And as we jump through the roof there and we get stuck. Okay. Now, the way we are going to have to wire this up is we're going to have pipes coming back here and it's going to be hooked to tanks. But for now, I need to figure out how we are going to wire this. The wiring, you can wire straight cables straight through pipes. So, that's probably how we are going to set it up. At least the last time I played, you can do that. I don't know if they've changed that exploit or not. But we're gonna go ahead and wire up the data port and the power port all together and set it up. So yeah, I mean, we've got the start of it pretty well mapped out. I'm really happy for it. It's going to be a long process, but hopefully next episode we can actually get this all fixed and finished. The room's going to come later, but I want to get the actual filtration room set up first. Make sure it's all working and all that stuff before we actually enclose it in. And that's going to be really sweet. I love how it's coming together. I hope y'all enjoy it too. And if you are enjoying it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please show me some support on these videos. Not that I'm begging for it. I just hope y'all are enjoying it. And if you are, just show that you are. And make sure you check the links down below in the description for my Discord, my Twitter. Everything you need to know is down there. And once again, Happy New Year. Thank y'all for joining me on New Year's Day. And until next time, love you. See you then.